Hello and welcome to the Sketching Greyhound. Folks, I was thinking about doing some spooktober things, some spooky videos, but let's be honest, it's not really my style, is it? I mean, you would not really expect me to do something like that, right? Welcome to a little spooktober episode. So I was thinking about what I could do. Last year I made Pennywise, that's a movie. I thought this time perhaps a video game. I was thinking about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a quite popular game franchise. If you don't know it, there are a lot of games out there and it has a huge following, but I'm pretty late to the party, I would say. I don't even know if there are any future games planned. But anyway, I would be much too scared to play them directly, so what I was thinking of was I looked recently into AI storytelling. So there is a software out there, it is called AI Dungeons. And in this you can basically create your own worlds and the AI makes a story out of it. So you enter something and the AI reacts as if an interactive storyteller. Somebody made a Five Nights at Freddy's world and that is what we will be looking for, and that is what we will be looking into in this episode, while I'm drawing Freddy, of course. So I've shortened that story a little bit because honestly, there were some parts that were dragging a little bit story-wise, but at the same time, don't be afraid that you're missing something or you cannot follow the story anymore, because frankly, it got pretty chaotic pretty quickly. It did not make that much sense, but I'll let you be the judge of that. So let's start the painting and the story. Just very briefly an introduction to Five Nights at Freddy's if you don't know it, which is not too improbable. So it is basically about a pizza place where animatronics go wild and start kidnapping and also killing people. Also, to make it more easy for you to follow what I've written and what the AI has created, I've added a little icon down there, a little robot when I read something the AI wrote, and my logo for something I wrote. But I think that actually should already be enough, so let's go. Your name is Gray. You've accepted the position as a night guard at the new and improved Freddys Pizzeria. You start your shift at 12 AM until 6 AM. At 11 PM you start heading to the pizzeria. As you enter the office, you check your phone and realize you're right on time. It's already 12 AM. 30 minutes in, you're already bored out of your mind. You decide to check the cameras. As you look through the different cameras, you had to do a double take. You realize that Freddy isn't on the stage. You panic thinking someone stole it, but then you see it on a different camera. It seems to have moved. This must be a scam, you think to yourself. You decide to call the store. Your boss, Freddy, picks up. Okay, so Freddy is the danger and my boss. So, let's roll with it. So we can just do something, we can say something, we can advance the story as if the AI would invent it, and we can actually see stuff. So that means look at security camera. It generates a 2D image of what you see. Okay, we look directly at the security camera. I meant the screen, but alright, that's fine. So, we have to talk to our boss. We are actually on the phone with our boss Freddy, who is also the murderous animatronic that's loose right now. So let's ask our boss Freddy, the animatronic, why aren't you on stage anymore? Oh well, I guess the stage didn't work out, Freddy says. Well, I can see the video of you moving the stage on my phone, you say. So it looks like Freddy has decided to dismantle his stage. Why are you moving the stage? Well, someone at the convention really liked the stage and gave us more money to bring it there. Freddy lies. I don't trust him though, Freddy says. Okay, he is lying and he doesn't trust the person he is lying about. This is getting a little convoluted. I'm a good employee. I'll ask my boss if he needs help moving the stage. No, I think I can manage, Freddy says. Well, if you change your mind, I'm here to help, you say. Thanks, Freddy says. Story. Let's try to get this a little bit more Halloweeny and spooktobery. So suddenly you realize that Freddy isn't your boss. He's a murdering animatronic and on its way to kill you. You try to escape, but he catches you in his grasp. You wake up in the morning of July 14th, 2015. It's a cloudless, bright day. get the feeling the AI does not like horror. Okay, but I'm still pretty confident that we can get it there, so let's do something scary. Go visit the abandoned pizza place where a Freddy Fazbear animatronic murdered 6 security officers 1 year ago. As you approach the entrance of Freddys Pizzeria, 2 police officers on motorcycles block your way. Why are they still there after 1 year? Say, good morning officers, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, Mr. Gray? I thought that was my first name, and why do they know me? I am paranoid, the first officer asks. I'm going to the pizzeria to get a job, you say. No, you're not, the second officer says. Why not? Because this is a crime scene, Mr. Gray, the second officer answers. But this is where a murderer killed 6 police officers a year ago. Now they're police officers? Okay. Everyone knows that. Say, but that was 1 year ago. We're looking for evidence, not a body, the first officer says. You notice that the entrance to Freddy's Pizzeria is blocked off. Then how am I supposed to get inside? You say goodbye to the police and sneakily search for an entry at the back of the building. You walk back into the back of the building. So, I guess we found an entrance. Luckily, it seems the police didn't search here. You carefully search Freddy's workstation for a way inside. Okay, I'm searching a computer for a way inside. Do look for a key under the doormat. Sometimes they're there, I've heard. You look at the doormat, there's a little key right where you expected it. You unlock the door and sneak inside. You know the police are looking for 2 suspects. Why do we know that? Are we also now looking for suspects? I feel like we have to speed up this a little bit to get to the horror part, so we search the building for any traces of blood. As you search the building, you find that nothing seems out of place. It's quiet too, which is usually a sign of good things. And this is a much too positive AI for Spooktober. You spot a door hidden behind the pool table. How hidden can that door really be? But anyway, open the hidden door behind the pool table. You sneak inside the door. Suddenly, the lights flip on in the room. Hello? You ask nervously. Two men step out from behind the pool table. One is huge, the other is quite small. They're looking for 2 suspects, so this is getting a little bit dangerous. We'll see. Not sure yet. Who are you? We are the cleaning crew, the smaller one says. The what? You ask. The cleaning crew, the small man says. I'm not talking to you. I'm discriminating here. I'm just talking to huge man. The cleaning crew laughs. Hey, just do your job, kiddo, the huge man says. Oh, you say. You leave the room. What is my job? You go back to the 2 men and ask them, and what is my job exactly? We clean up after the animatronics, the massive man answers. And who exactly does this Freddy work for? You ask. The people at the convention, the massive man says. We are generating more questions than we get answers here. Okay, if we clean up after the animatronics and I'm suddenly a working colleague of those 2, let's search for blood again. Perhaps this time we'll find some. You search for blood. As you search, it dawns on you that this entire operation is a scam. The 2 massive men try to convince you to join this scam. It's great, the massive man says. I might not have opened up this video in a scary way. The AI is kinda sabotaging me here. So let's ask what the scam is about. You say, what's this scam about? Oh, it's simple, the small man says. When this guy isn't watching his little animatronics, the animatronics take over his house. You mean, if we just press enter we can, say the animatronics, this is not enough for us. Continue the story. I know, the small man says. The huge man shakes his head in disbelief. We take over the houses, then we take them to a nice hotel with nice perks. Can somebody please scam me in that way? I want my house back in the end though, okay? Deal? You say, that's a bad scam. Aren't the nice hotels very expensive? Well, they usually are. But we can get a nice discount, the massive man says. But you still have to do the cleaning, you say. That's a very relevant point here. I know what you're worried about. Let's continue the story. How? The massive man asks. I was also in on the scam at the Easy Breezy. The small man says. You mean you were a worker bee all this time? Okay, let's say bye to these guys because this won't start making any sense soon. The animatronics are unpacking a box filled with what appears to be explosives. You've never seen these types of explosives before, but they are what are called C4 explosives. I haven't seen that many explosives before, so do. Sneak away to warn the two cops about the animatronics with the C4. You sneak through the bushes behind the complex. Suddenly, the two police officers pop out from behind the hedges with their guns drawn. It's an ambush. They have all 4 of the men captive. Okay, they knew about that. Did you knew about the deal? Are you crazy? We knew they were using animatronics to pull the scams, but we had no idea they were doing deals like that. So they knew about the hotels. Okay, but they didn't know about the explosives. Okay, so what do we do now? Officers? The only way to disable those animatronics is with something called C4, you say. C4! I love it! Follow me, we'll find a way to deactivate the animatronics. I think most things can be deactivated by C4, say. But wait! The animatronics have all the C4. What do you propose we do? Why are the cops asking me that? I'm a random person they didn't even want to let on the complex site, so... Oh well, let me take over. We need to sneak onto the stage and activate the C4 before the animatronics do. Why though? No questions, I propose this. I'll have to live with this. How do we do that? One of the police officers asked. Get your baseball bats out of the car, it's time to bust into some animatronics heads. I'm a very peaceful guy normally, I swear. Now we sneak to the stage and plant the C4. Come on, you say, giving the baseball bats to the officers. The two of you sneak out of the bushes. I thought we were 3, and back towards the front of the Easy Breezy, which we never were. But anyway, AI, take it away. The two of you, okay, again, we're 2. The two of you run toward the stairs. I'm not sure if that is now the animatronic following us. I don't know what's happening anymore. I really don't. The two of you run toward the stairs that lead up to the stage. Suddenly, out of the shadows, 3 more robotic guards emerge. Now the guards are robotic. 1 on each side of the stairs and 1 at the top. Cops, take your baseball bats and clear a way for me. We have to reach that stage after all. You search for a way around the metal guards. You try to dodge the guards, but there's simply too many of them. One of them grabs your shoulders from the side and you're slammed face first onto the ground. That's a bad situation. You use your karate chops to free yourself, because why not? You use your strength and leverage to pull one of the metal men off you. You scramble to your feet and take down the second guard with a swift blow to the head. You continue onwards to the stage. Time for some boom. As you round the corner on your way to the stage, 2 more metal men leap out of the darkness to attack you. You take them down easily with swift strikes. You plant the C4 on the stage. You place the C4 on the stage and you hurry back to the 2 police officers who are still standing their ground on the 2nd floor. We need to leave. The C4 is set to explode in 30 seconds. The 2 officers turn and run toward the stairs. After them, you say, to who? I don't know. You run out to the stage and run for your life. I ran back to the C4. Why? As you cross the stage, you throw a glance over your shoulder. You see the 3 metal guards descending the staircase. There's nothing you can do. And I tell you, there is a lot that I can do. I mean, if the AI does WeIRD, I can do that too. Suddenly you transform into Super Grey and take flight, bursting through the ceiling of the pizzeria. The C4 goes off, causing a massive explosion that rips the building in half. The 2 police officers made it to safety, as did all 3 of the metal men. Great. You invite the 3 metal men to have coffee. You don't know about the fate of the police officers, but you hope they're okay. Well, what do you think? What happened next? And I'll ask that to you, dear watchers, if there's still anybody watching after all this chaos. Tell me down in the comments, what do you think happened next? And that is my Freddy, and that was the story of basically mainly the AI. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free, give me that like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. If you had fun with the AI story and you want me to test out other worlds and draw something about them, let me know down in the comments. I hope I'll be able to welcome you soon again to the next video. Until then, have the greatest of days and goodbye.